Hello again everyone, Colton here with Hot Shot Off-Road. Got the shop Tundra in here and we're going to do a quick fix today, which is the reason that you're here. We've got some squeaking leaf packs. Put some Icon RXTs in, went down to Arizona, played around for a week, came back, cleaned it up, and we've got some squeaks. We got a fix that works pretty much all the time, less than $15 in parts, a couple hours of your time and some hand tools. So we're going to show you how to do that so you can quiet those down. Let's get started. The tools you're going to need for this are actually, like I said, pretty simple. What I don't have pictured here is going to be a floor jack to lift up the rear of the vehicle. We're going to want to lift up the rear to take some of that load off the leaf packs. And then whatever tools you're going to need to take your wheels and tires off of the rear end of your respective vehicle. Of course, those tools are going to be different for every vehicle, but you'll need those. As far as additional things you're going to need to pick up, so here's the big part of it, is bicycle inner tube. So we went to Walmart, picked up some of this stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up actually cutting this into sections to put in where the friction pads are in the existing leaf pack, and it's going to spread out that load a little bit and provide a soft barrier so that you're not getting that sound from the creaking. So additionally, to get the leaf packs separated, we got a chisel, so you can use even a large screwdriver will generally get it done. We're using this just to help get in there, so we'll use this to wedge in and then lift those leaf packs apart. A hammer to drive that chisel in, and then we've got a set of needle nose pliers. So when it comes to putting in the inner tube, we don't want to put our fingers in there in case something slips. There's not a lot of give in those leaf packs, so we'll be putting the inner tube in with these. Got a steel bristle brush, so you might not need this depending on how dirty your leaf packs are. So what we'll try to do is, if we can get the leaf packs far enough apart, we'll use this to scrub inside there and get any dirt and debris we have in there as well. Pair of scissors to cut the inner tube. We've got some more outdoor type of shears, but standard scissors from your kitchen will work just fine. And then,
hey everybody, Colton here. So we actually used the wrong grease in this video. So if you are adding grease to this install, pause here so you can see what we used that was wrong, what to use instead. If not, carry on.
Parts are pretty simple, pretty easy. Really, the only thing that we ended up having to buy today was the inner tube. You might have to pick up a couple pieces, but for the most part, you're in and out for less than 20 bucks. This garbage. What we're looking for is about 3 to 4 inch sections. So I just did the math. We've got more leaf sections than we had when I cut that first one apart. So we grabbed a second one, broke that apart. So we ended up buying 2 as a precautionary measure. When I just cut them all to the 3 to 4 inch sections, we just ended up being a couple short. So I'm going to cut this one apart too to make sure we have enough to get between every single leaf. Okay, so we've now got the wheel and tire off on this side. You'll see that we did loosen up this, so we took the lower bolt out of this rear shock here, and then relaxed this axle as much as possible. So we did end up grabbing a second jack. It could be done if you have the proper length of jack stands to be able to support everything up and be able to protect this axle. So just a note of caution, whenever you do lower these, make sure that your brake lines, wherever they might be, aren't too tight to where you might be damaging something. So at this point, with an ARB or an OEM leaf pack, you can get in here with you know, whatever tools you've got, in our case a chisel, to be able to open these up and separate them. This RXT pack has enough tension in it to where we're not able to get in between these individual small leaves. So we're gonna take and pull these off. So in this case, it's a 9/16 to pull these off. That'll take a little bit of the tension off of them, because especially here in the back, these are very tight and there's not a lot of room to work. So even if we were able to get underneath here, there's nowhere for the leaf to go. So we've got the axle fully relaxed. We're gonna pull these clips off and we'll get her done. We'll start here. Like I said, a lot of leaf packs don't require you to pull these off, but these RXTs do. They've got quite a few more leaves than other packs do, so there's a lot more tension on the individual leaves. But we'll go right here just to show you what we're working with. So sticking the chisel in, and we're just gonna take a hammer and drive in. So you'll see we made some daylight here. So these leaves aren't gonna give us enough room to get the brush in like we talked about prior, but we'll have an opportunity here. We'll spray some white lithium grease in just to get a layer down, and then we'll put in those pieces of inner tube. So we got the leaves separated here. Next thing, you can see we've already sprayed some white lithium grease in. I'll just show you, we're gonna take and just spray in there to get a coating. Don't be bashful with it. And then take our inner tube section that we cut out. So just got them with a pair of pliers here. And then we're just gonna take and put the end of it here, right where the friction pad is, or essentially right where the leaf pack ends. Set it in, leave it behind, and just kind of nudge it into place. And then take our tool out, and there you go. So we got this side all buttoned up. You can see that we've got the inner tube between all of the leaves, all the contact points. On this side, we didn't clean off any of the lithium grease, just to show you what it looked like here. A little bit of overspray, but we'll end up cleaning that up with paper towels. But that's what it'll look like right there. And we'll take a look and see how we did. All right, we got this thing all buttoned up. It's whisper quiet, just like we expected it to be. Just the inner tube method works, like we said, every time. We put that grease in there just to be a secondary precautionary measure, I guess support measure as time went on. Hopefully that method that we showed works for you in your leaf packs. Like we said, you know, the Icon RXTs do get a little more difficult because there's a lot of packs that are closely, or a lot of leaves closely tied together. You know, what I tell people is if they're gonna go to option 2 or 3 from option 1, take that opportunity where you're gonna pull the leaf pack apart anyway when everything's loose to do this method, because then there's no pressure. You don't really have to worry about much of that. So hopefully that works. Please let us know if you have any questions, or if you have a question about how to do it, or if something was wrong or left out, please let us know. Again, my name is Colton with Hot Shot Off-Road. Please follow us on all of the socials at Hot Shot Off-Road, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Take care.